Good evening. Should be asleep. I'm ready to go to work tomorrow, but I had to do this. So by now, we all know that the Americans lied, that the American drone was flying in Iranian airspace. You know why I hesitated just now? Because a part of me feels like, why am I even talking about this? Like, why do I even have to say that? Why do I even have to preface my topic with the fact that America lied? It's what they do. It's just like a drug addict doing drugs, or a soldier, in uniform, training for war. That's what they do. Anyway, so this came out that Trump lied, and it kind of throws the rest of the rhetoric we've heard up in the air. Because I heard some people say that Trump had made this weird comment, which doesn't make sense. He said that he asked how many people would die, and they said 150, and so because of that, he decided not to launch the attack, which makes no sense. That's something they would do long before. That's a part of the workup, is to find out, okay, how many people will they kill, property damage. That's what they do, man. Some of those guys, they like that. They like to know how many people they're killing. They like to look into the eyes of the children, to imagine we're killing children tonight, That's how they are. That's how devilish these beasts really are. So folks were like, is Trump for real? Is he bullshitting basically? Is he for real? And I, for one, I don't know. Let me turn this off so you can hear me. I don't know, but I do know that the idea that they're going to take 15 minutes to go find out how many people will die, that makes no sense to me. And that's the chance that they told him, and Trump just forgot. Like, how many people are going to kill again? Now, that could have happened. And Trump's such a bullshitter that we don't know. He's a bullshitter, and he doesn't want to be seen as weak. My mom used to call it the little people syndrome. That's what Trump has. Polic something, I think that's what they call it. But basically, they can't ever be seen as weak. Never. They can't be seen as weak. They'll want to do anything before they lose face. I think that's very immature of a leader to be like that. Getting off subject. So some people think that maybe Pompeo or something had launched it, and Trump. I don't buy that neither. I just don't. I'm like the last American vagabond. Trump knows what he's doing. I know that it's in vogue for a president to pretend. Hold on a second. It's in vogue for a president to pretend that they don't know, that they're not aware of what's going on around them. You can't fool me. I know your nature, Trump. I know how you are. You're a soulless caricature of a man. And Trump really is a demonstration of America's cruelty. I talk about Trump being the essence of America right now in the things he says and the things he does. He's really a demonstration of cruelty and of hate. You want to be honest about it. That's my opinion about him. Just real cruelty and real hate. Real hate. Trump. I'm going to put this the right way. Anyway, I was looking at something. I've been looking at it, pretty much been talking about it all day. That it's a mess. Drawing comparison between the beginning of the invasion of the war in Iraq with the war that we might have in Iran, the run-up, all this kind of crazy crap that is a very big issue. It's a very big chance that we could be facing. And I thought about how I don't know why it came to my mind with these mass shooters, that America really, America's chickens have come home to roost. You know, like my trainer, there's a lot of Americans that really don't care, are really unaware and want to stay that way. They have completely fell asleep. They let the government run wild. And I get it. And, you know, I was reading about this guy who was talking about it, that America's chickens come to roost. Take after Malcolm X's comments that he made. That's really the way I see it. And I was surprised someone done an article on that. So I'm surprised there's other people who feel the same way I do on this. You know, we're just watching them. We're just watching them engage in war after war after war. And it's just so tragic. I find these wars just so tragic. And they're really just wastes of life. They really are. They're really wastes of life. And then to see this stuff with the Navy SEALs, I find it very intriguing, the rhetoric I'm hearing now. They're saying that they call it the Real Brotherhood. And in essence, that's people who are willing to commit war crimes. And they basically, in things I've read, they're talking about that if you're not committing war crimes, that you're really not doing the job. And I find that very similar to things that I've listened to on InfoWars, things I've listened to on Cedar Posts. This idea that the Caucasian has to decide, the Caucasian has to be the one to go out here and confront people and kill people who really are no threat, who really are no harm to anybody, but that interfere with the Caucasian way. See, that's why this idea of talking about black people buckling down and place up by your bootstraps, it's a bunch of shit. Because if you ever do, if black people ever decide to be constructive, this shows you right there what they would do to you. They would do you like they did with Gaddafi. There is no success in a white supremacist system. It's just not. You have some white black people who are born rich. You have some black people who, work for IBM or something like that and squeeze in whatever, or get the right stocks or whatever. That's great. But these things show you that the goal of the enemy is not really changed that much. The enemy is not changed that much from how he once was in your ancestors' time. And that's real, man. That's real talk. You know? That's real talk from a grown man. I think it's sad to talk about these kind of things. You know, I'm saddened to talk about these kind of, I'm not happy to talk about this kind of stuff. But it's real because we may go on, and one thing I find very interesting, if you can call it interesting, it's kind of ghoulish to me, is that they don't even really lie to the American people anymore. Have you noticed that? They don't even lie anymore. They just do it. I mean, here they lie. Yeah, they lie when they're caught out. And you have people out here who probably are like, you know what? So what if they lied to Iran, to American people, to the UN? I mean, I get tired of being on the side of the bad guys. That makes me unpatriotic to these crackers out here. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with having a soul. I'm fine with having a soul and having humanity. And I can sleep on that. I can sleep on having a soul. I can sleep on hoping that maybe something I say here, something I do, helps prevent another war on the basis of a lie. I'm beyond the point of caring about the troops. I'm way beyond that. I think a lot of them don't care. I think a lot of them like war. I find it kind of sad. I watched a documentary about this transgender woman became a man, and his wife was a man that became a woman. And he was talking about how to him Afghanistan was really like a paradise, because over there, you're on your own. As long as you're not killing innocent people, you're on your own. Driving a big truck. I thought about Rambo. That's how Rambo was. Over there, he could do whatever he wanted, but then back home, he's nothing. He's worse than nothing. He's less than nothing. You don't know college degree, none of that stuff. People don't want you there. And I thought about how that transgender guy is the same way, especially in the Trump's America. But you're really not liked. You're really hated. Trump's America, you're hated. Oh yeah. And I already knew there were plenty of people out here that are transgender police officers. Oh hell yeah, these women, fucking dykes. They might well be transgender as far as I'm concerned. You see, one of them, they made her detective. That's a damn fucking dyke. She can wear all the slick shirts she want. That's a dyke. That's a fucking tranny. That's a damn tranny king, motherfucker. Motherfucker whoop my ass. That's a man with a damn pussy. And what I'm saying by that is, that's a female that's very masculine. Talk masculine. Even though she's not even in uniform no more, she's still extremely masculine. I never believe that bullshit that Trump put out about how you can't be transgender in the military because they take medicine. So what about soldiers with diabetes and asthma and stuff like that? That's drugs. See, Trump's rhetoric, it doesn't even make sense on his face. It falls flat. I mean, you can't be an intellectual and, you know what I mean, you just can't do it. Trump's rhetoric is you have to be a racist. I realize that more and more, that you really have to be a racist to laugh at Trump shit. You do. You have to be out and out racist and to be full of hatred. And a lot of it's just so juvenile. It's so juvenile that, you know what I mean? You that's my opinion about it. I'm not going to spend too much time on that. Just to make that point clear, that when you're looking at Trump's rhetoric and the things he says and things he does, it's meant for people who are, for ignorant people. I realize that more and more as I get older, it's not for me. It ain't supposed to make sense. Peace out. Well, I'm sorry. The point of this was to say that chickens have come home to roost. That America is going all around the world waging war on the basis of lies. And now there's consequences for that. That's the point of this. That's the point of this.